puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best, they a bunch of stands. Know I'm highly favored cause these fists got me out mini jams. They say fight the power, but I got power to fight now. Know we gon' be barking at the way and tell them pipe down. Jab, right hook, uppercut, you see the light now. Now the crowd begging for the KO like right now. Never took an L with my chin up, fold them like a sit-up. Just trying to go on pops, Craig, get up. Never took an L with my chin up, fold them like a sit-up. Just trying to go on pops, Craig, get up.
We here at another milestone, baby. We here. Episode 10. Man, welcome to the Boston Head Podcast. Only on the Resilient Radio Stream YouTube channel. Man, this was a good season, G. Man, we had Ed Thoroughbred Williams start us off. We had the former Steeler, Marcus Tucker. We had Wayne Thompson, man, gave us some stories. Man, he gave us his insight. Man, he taught us that like you ain't got to be in the square. You ain't got to ever fight to be a trainer or be anything or just have knowledge in Boston. So we are here, man. Like,
absolutely. With that being said, I was talking to one of my homeboys earlier on my way to work, and he was calling me. He was asking me about one of the episodes that we did, and he was like, "Man, I love that episode y'all did with the knockouts." I was like, "Dang, you watched that?" He said, "Man, I'll be up late in the mug watching y'all." So,
you know what? I'm
gonna be late for work. Man. I said, "Man, don't be late for work up watching us."
I hate that, G, because that episode got cut off, man. But we here now. Of course, we got Tez, unbiased, unfiltered Tez, and we have another special guest. So you hear me a lot. I mentioned about Resilient Radio, about the different shows. We have Resilient Jay here with us, who is the host of the Variety Music Show Friday, 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. Make sure y'all check that out, man. Thanks for being with us.
No doubt. Thank you for inviting me. And by the way, don't forget, it's the Bounce Back Station. Make sure you're there. It's the music melting pot. So tune in every Friday from 4 to 7 p.m. We'll see you there.
Yeah.
You see how I went into the radio thing? see how I went in like that?
Yeah. For real, make sure y'all tune in, man. Friday.
Oh, hey, and that intro, man. Again, if I don't tell, I'm sure you've heard it 100 times. This is episode 10 of season 2. That intro, man, kudos again. How can you not pop to that?
Yeah.
Tell him he need to just finish that song.
Hey, you know what?
Make that song, man.
You know what's crazy? When he first did the track, shout out to Chris Lenard. If you got Spotify, look, he's on all platforms. Type Chris Lenard. That's ChrisLanard. Look him up. He got a lot of he got music out there. He got an album dropping soon too. You know what's crazy? When he made the track, he was like, "You want me to make a full track?" And I was like, "That's up to you." He was like, "I'm gonna just hold back and wait." But Chris, you might have to make a full track. You might have to make a full track, bro.
Yeah. So he already knew you was gonna be back. So
yeah.
And it's kind of for the culture too, because he dropped the Craig and Debo little
yeah.
Hey, we love that.
Yeah. That's sweet.
So without further ado, man, of course, this is Boston Talk Part 2. Part 1, me and Tess was kicking it. We had a few topics of discussion. You know, of course, we like to joke around, but this is my favorite segment because we just get to talk Boston. So for this first one, we're going to talk about is the current state of Jaron Ennis. So he has a fight coming up against Karen. You know, we've seen that fight already. And the reason why I named this the current state is because, like, he has to figure out what he wants to do, and he needs to go ahead and like go for it. So, are you going to stay at 147? Are you going to move up to 154 after this? This is the current state of Jaron. And so, what I'm going to do, I'm going to just go around the panel, and we're going to just kick it about how we feel or what we think that Jaron Ennis should do. Since my guy G, you know, we G had a great birthday last weekend.
Okay.
So,
Happy belated.
Man, y'all I'm mad about that.
I thought, man, Tez, we're
Y'all
gonna
messing
send
with me, man.
man, we're gonna send you an invite, man.
It ain't every day a man turned 28. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
that's how it goes.
Yeah,
man.
bro. But the current state of Jaron Ennis, man, I feel like just like what you said what he want to do. I don't even think it's what he want to do. I think what he want to do is, which means he's in a room full of options. I feel like it's what he gonna do. I feel like Jaron Ennis is that guy that fell asleep drunk in the party, and he woke up and there wasn't nobody there. So it's like he's chasing the party. Everybody left 47. They had their party. They threw down all night, made all that money, and then they left the 54. So he just woke up like, dang, where I'm at. Dang, I gotta chase the party. So that's what I feel like he's doing right now. He's chasing the party, and he knows where the party is. Now he got to get in the door. So they're gonna feed these people that he just got to go there and knock down. I mean, he's chasing two people who were, one undisputed and one had all the belts at one point in time, 3 or 4 of them. So he's chasing the party, and that's what he got to do. So whoever he got to knock down, he need to do that so he can get back in.
Bats. What about you, Tez?
Honestly, man, I think he gonna wait it out. I honestly think he gonna wait it out because Ryan, Ryan, we don't know what Ryan gonna do. He can't make 140 no more. He a big fight. T.O., you don't know what T.O. gonna do. He can't. He's talking about not making 140. So I think he gonna wait it out. But like G said, I think he should move to 154. But if he go up there, I don't think nobody at the top want to see him. So I think they go. And he kind of I think he know Ryan is crazy enough to fight him. So he might wait on Ryan.
Yeah.
But
it's a draw. The draw.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It will sell. What about you, Jay?
Same thing, kind of like a combination of both. He can go up to 154 and come back down, but everybody got to come to 147 anyway. I think T.O.'s coming, Ryan's coming, everybody's coming. As they get a little older, Ryan can't make 140 now. So he on his way up. Just to go up and come back down and wait on all the chumps.
Yep.
That's it. They'll be up there.
Yep. My thing is, so this is my take on him. Like, so it's 2 things. If you're going to stay at 147, just be quiet about Bud Crawford. Just be quiet about it. Because at this point, you know where Crawford is at. You know he's not going to move back down to 147, and you keep calling his name. Now it feels like you're using his name for, and I don't want to say clout because he's already like one of like the top, like the hottest guys right now. But when you keep using his name, I wouldn't say clout, but when you keep using his name, you just keeping that attraction. You keeping people like, oh, is he going to fight Bud Ness? But my thing is this: if you're gonna fight Bud, get this Karen guy out the way. Get him out the way. And by the way, it wasn't his fault, about everything that's going on, why he had to fight Karen. He tried to fight Brian Norman. Brian Norman didn't, money stuff. And then, you had Mario Barrios. He was talking about fighting Pacquiao. And now all of a sudden he dropped a video a few days ago saying, yeah, I can fight Jaron Ennis. I have a chin.
Why he got to fight coming up? Now you want to fight. Yeah.
So my thing is this, Jaron, get this fight out the way. If you want to fight Crawford like you said you do, you got to go up and fight that one guy at 145 who just took Tim Zoo to Disneyland. So
well, I mean, but you asking Jaron to not strive for greatness. Bud is greatness. So you got to keep mentioning his name because that's who's great.
Yeah.
You know what
That's
I mean?
how I go.
It ain't gonna work.
That's how I go.
It ain't gonna work, but I'm not gonna stop mentioning your name. That's a call out to the playground. Let's go. Every day.
Yeah, I think he should like Ennis said, I think he should still keep calling him out because it's gonna build his name. But
I'm not gonna I'm gonna call out greatness every morning. Every day I wake up.
Crawford go duck that smoke. Crawford go duck that smoke. Because it don't make sense for Crawford because he's not at his level yet as far as like fan wise, popularity wise, he's not at his level. So Crawford looking for no big fights. He's about to get up out of here. So he's not going to fight him unless the community starts putting pressure on him to fight him.
Yeah.
But the sky's the limit, though, right? For him, like,
oh yeah, for sure.
I think that
the next one.
I don't think it'll.
Everybody ducking him. Everybody ducking. Even when they go up, they gonna duck him. So don't like like G said, Ryan was about the only crazy one to get in that ring with him. So we just gotta wait on that. We know Tio ducking himself. I was getting ready to cuss. I ain't gonna fight him. So, you know he ain't gonna do it.
He's having his own battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So I guess we good with it. So we're gonna wrap this one up. But I'm gonna just say, Jaron, if you want to move up to 154 and get Buzz attention, I mean, you got that IBF belt. You can be like, what's that guy's name? Background got the IBF belt. He can challenge him since he has the IBF. He can tell the IBF, hey, I want to fight the IBF champ at 154.
Right.
And you right in the midst. You ain't even got to fight, but like you got so many dolls at 154, especially champs. You got Fundora. You got so much stuff you can mess up at 154 to where you can make your own legacy to where you don't even need Crawford.
Yeah.
Yep. So on to the next one, man. So we got Inoue signs deal with RIyadh season. So I'm gonna show y'all a picture of him, man. Like Inoue looks like he's in the shadow realm and he's not even in the ring. Before I post this, man, I gotta post this. This is for fair use, just in case, fair use only. So I'm gonna show y'all this picture. Anyway, do y'all see his face, man? Like his face, like if you signing with somebody, you're at least supposed to have a smile on your face or anything like that. I'm gonna start this one off. I think he like, man. I think he signed that paper and 20 minutes after he signed it, he like, what have I done? I'm not fighting at 3 a.m. no more. I'm not fighting in front of my people no more. And I don't know if y'all seen the Inoue fight before, but it is like, it's weird. You remember how I used to have that Wii bowling game and the people in the crowd used to be like,
yeah,
man, those fights over there be just like that. It's so weird. And we was already kicking it on here about how Inoue he needs to be somewhere where they throwing popcorn at him. They throwing rice at him and stuff. Like he need to be somewhere where he's uncomfortable. And I think this is it. And Turkey gonna throw him in there
to the wolves.
To the wolves.
One thing about those fighters, that like the culture over there, they so respectable. It ain't nothing like fighting in America. You remember when Errol Spence was fighting Kell Brook? They was throwing brownies at him. They throwing chocolate. They throwing food. They throwing beating on the stands, screaming. Like they not doing that over there. Like you said, we bodies. They just over there. Yay! He got to come over here with that culture and that funk, and he got to experience that. But yeah, his face didn't really look like he was too scared, but he definitely looked like he concerned. Like, man, what's going to come my way? But at that weight class, to be honest, I don't really think he got too much to worry about. To be honest, I think he's very skilled. I mean, he do his thing.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Yeah, what is it like? Is he 122? So until he come up,
what is he? 126?
Yeah, he 126.
He go to 126. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, moved up. Okay, yeah. Well, that's nobody down there. He got to keep drinking milk, man. Come on up. Come on to 135. Let's go.
Right, in fight tank.
No, I don't think he's gonna do the 135.
Nah, he ain't gonna do the 135.
Lights cut off, but 130. Yeah, he could do 130.
Now I saw something where Roy actually put him on the pound for pound.
Yeah,
Roy Jones Jr. put him on it. Yeah, did you see that?
Yeah, he did. I believe some sanctioning bodies. I believe Ring Magazine had him up there. Some sanctioning bodies had him up there. I'm like, all right.
Yeah,
I mean, even though he fought in
nobody.
America, and they are still throwing him on there, but that's how you know it's about money. At the end of the day, they gonna put on whoever on there that make it make sense. Because I done seen in the last year or two, I haven't even seen Jermell Charlo after he became undisputed. He never was on no pound for pound list. I'm like, how?
Yeah, that's true.
How in boxing is somebody undisputed? I don't care how many losses they got, and they're not pound for pound. It don't make sense. That's how you know. Yeah, it's what have you done for me lately? And if you ain't really did nothing, you erased.
Yeah.
Yeah, he been on powerful power list for a couple of years now, but I think it's because he undisputed. He might have been undisputed twice.
Yeah, 122 then 126.
Okay, yeah. So I think that's, like you said, it's politics that probably play a part. But as far
as
he
did have 4 belts. Yeah, he did have 4 belts, I think.
As far as him fight at one, it's nobody at 126. He already beat I forget his
Fulton.
name. Yeah, he already beat Fulton. Fulton get the rematch, or he moved to 130. There's a couple fighters at 130 he get, but he better leave 135 alone.
Fulton don't want that smoke.
Yeah.
No, he don't.
Them boys too big.
Was it 19 mil a fight? I think I read that. That's what he Turk promised him his first fight, 19 mil out.
Close this back over here.
So it looks like oh yeah.
You
Oh
see that?
wow. Yeah.
Yeah. You would think you get paid that much, you have a smile on your face, right? He could.
You know how much money
Hey,
that is
long
for him
flight.
back at the crib, back at home.
Long flight from Japan to Saudi Arabia. You know what I mean? That's a flight.
Yeah. And I think Turkey gonna be like, all right, you're number one. Let's test this out real quick.
About Turkey don't care, dog.
No.
You going in there with the best he can pay for.
Yeah, he got the skill. He got the skill. He got the skill and the punching power. So I think he'd be all right. It's just,
I think so too.
He need to stay away from 135.
And who he gonna fight at 126 though? If he got the skill for who? Who's at 126?
So he already
nobody there.
126.
Yeah, right. So there's nowhere to go but up.
130. Yeah. He could do 130.
That's the draw.
Yeah, he can do 130.
He can do 130.
Who could he fight at 130 that you think could be competitive? There you have it.
Lamar Roach.
What's that one guy's name? Start with an N. What's his name? Eddie. I forgot what his name is. I'm looking up. I think that would be a good fight, but you got 130 won't be enough. He gonna have to go see Freddy Cougar, man.
He got to come up, man. He got to go.
Yeah.
Frank.
You got to go see Freddy, man. You got to go see Frank Cougar.
Yeah, go see Frank Martin first.
Man, did y'all see what Tank did to Frank Martin? Frank Martin is a huge 135 pounder.
Yeah.
You talking about that little Asian boy moving up? No, man.
No, that wouldn't be good. But it looked like Inoue got a fight already planned. He's fighting Sam Goodman from Australia. He's undefeated 19-0. He's got like an inch and a half over him in height. Both of them orthodox. I don't know. He's number 3, Sam Goodman. I don't know if y'all heard of him, but yeah, and that's going to take place December 24th, Tuesday.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. So he got something on the floor already. December 24th.
December 24th. And I can watch that one. Day before my birthday, yeah, I'll watch it. To see.
I think you need a Shadow Realm sound effect.
Yeah. I do.
that you can just press. And we all know what it means when we hear it.
Yeah,
check.
Sir.
He's going there for a check for sure.
Keep in mind too, Inoue is 31 years old, and this guy is 26. So,
okay.
We'll see.
Okay, so yeah, that's our wrap up with Inoue, man. We'll see what Turkey feed him. Well, Turkey gonna either feed him to somebody or he gonna feed Inoue to somebody.
He ain't feeding 19 million away to somebody. I don't care.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, he gonna see what he can do with this undefeated fighter though, which is still a nice groove, but I don't know.
Yeah. So yeah, let's move on to that next topic. The next topic is the future of American boxing, and you know what? It's kind of in conjunction to what we was talking about. So you got Inoue signing with RIyadh season. We just got the news about Top Rank joining with RIyadh season. You got Eddie Hearn. You got everybody. You got all these promotion companies joining. Joining Turkey, and like the only people that's really left is PBC, and there's rumors that PBC is about to get sold. It was rumors about because Al Heyman's sick, so they about to get sold. So it's looking like everything is going
It's
to be
over.
going towards Turkey
Turkey, yeah.
and Saudi. So
It's
how
over.
do y'all feel about? Do y'all care about the location of the fights, or
Yeah.
do you think it's still important to like that? Matter of fact, I'm gonna ask y'all this: how do y'all feel about just the reign of Turkey and signing these American fighters and all these other fighters? Do you think is something up his sleeve, or do you think he just like want to bring boxing back to what it used to be?
I think
Oil money.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing,
That's all it comes down to, huh?
with oil
Oil
money.
money.
Yeah.
Every time you fill up on pump 6, you contributed to Turkish boxing. So there you got that. Money talks. That's
Yep.
it. That's what it is. And it's just so much greed in American boxing. Nobody can compete with that oil money. That's it. So they gonna go where the money at. That's it.
Yeah.
And he a fresh face. He don't really got no anything to go on with the other promoters like how PBC and Top Rank, they got their issues or whatever. Floyd and Bob Arum, so he don't have none of that going on. He a fresh face. He making the fights happen that the fans want to see, and he giving them the money they want. So yeah, I think it's good. But we probably gonna miss Al.
Yeah.
And I don't think it just seemed like to him it's like hobby money. Like he doesn't it's no expense spared.
Yep.
Of course he don't want to take a full L on a fight, but his fights, it's fireworks and strippers coming down the ceiling. It's all kind of stuff that don't have nothing to do with boxing. That you just
I told
like, wow.
you, I said the same thing. I said, Charles, when somebody got money when they just doing dumb stuff. He got Eminem performing. We like, come on, dog.
A whole concert, though.
You paying Crawford to fight somebody with like 6 losses just to see them. I'm like, bro, this is for your own entertainment. I believe that. I believe he wake up in the morning. He's like, I just want to go in my backyard because he know he owned the stadium.
Yeah.
And he's just like, what can I blow this oil money on? I don't believe you're right. And another thing too, y'all heard about that that deal Tank got, that $500 million deal with Amazon?
Yeah, that's kind of in conjunction to I heard PBC, they was trying to sell PBC for like what, $5 billion or something like that.
Yeah,
trying to get rid of it. Yeah, so it's in conjunction with that $5 million. I think Amazon is trying to like grab PBC because, like I said, Al is like out. Like when I mean out, like he got somebody else doing all his business now because he's so sick. Yeah, man,
all that money and the judge won't let him go to Paris.
Right. Oh man. So
the only thing I don't like about Turkey is I like them classic fights at the MGM in Vegas.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
I know, right?
I don't like.
Yeah.
That's the only thing I don't like. Cause I grew up on Floyd. So I love them classic fights there.
Yeah. I think it's nostalgic.
Yep. I think HBO need to come back for real. HBO.
Wow.
Yeah, they need to make a move or something, man. Because that drew me to boxing, watching the HBO specials.
Yeah.
Floyd, Oscar. Yeah, that drew me to boxing for real. So
they too greedy, man. It's not. We can't compete with that money now. It's gone.
Yeah.
Nope. Everybody want to get paid. And then the thing too is, I remember watching boxing just, what I'm saying, getting off, leaving school and getting off work. Like, I could turn on Fox. Somebody gonna be fighting tonight. Just watching them TV fights, and now everybody like, oh, it's gotta be pay-per-view. It's like everybody want to be the bad B. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta be? I just miss being able to turn it on. Like, hey, let's watch this fight real quick. But nah, it's like,
and I think Turkey knows he's about to like take over because he was mentioning about the pay-per-view prices that he gonna bring it down to $20 or $25 for a pay-per-view instead of
throwing money.
Yeah.
Quantity.
Yeah, they'll do it because
he
paying them up front more, so they're not worried about the pay-per-view vibes. They get on the back end. So
and his boy just got in office too. You know what I mean? His boy coming in. He got free reign.
Oh yeah.
And you know what too?
He gonna give him the key.
And you know what? it's kind of like everybody might as well go to Turkey, because from a promotional aspect of it, if you ain't gonna sign with Turkey, guess what? Turkey gonna take your fighters, because they know like Turkey gonna give me a blank check. And Turkey gonna be like, how much do you want? Versus my promoter, he gonna be like, we gonna give you 700,000 for this fight. We gonna work your way up. Turkey like, how much? All right, I'm gonna pay you $5 million.
If you got the name.
Yeah.
But you know what though, if you think about it, what does that do for small inner city boxing gyms in Baltimore, Detroit, Vegas? If the money is overseas, you lose control of that, because he gonna open it up worldwide. That's why he's signing the Japanese fighter. So now you just made an American sport fully international. Does it will that be beneficial for Kronk gyms, the gyms that Gervonta came out of in Baltimore? Now you got to do a lot more to be seen from the Turkish versus, you know what I mean? Because all the money left. All the money left stateside. So how are you going to keep that amateur circuit going, and then make your fighter be seen to get that Turkish fight?
Right. One thing I did say, I think I want to say a couple episodes ago, I was like, hey, you know, Turkey ain't for everybody. Like once you establish that name and you damn near 30, 31, 32, and you trying to make your way out, like you trying to get them big dollars, that's why Crawford went over there. But you know, if you still up and coming trying to build your name, no, you better go sign with that local record label.
Yeah.
Get your name out there. Don't be trying to go independent all fast, because they can take an L. They can take a couple L's and still be getting that bread. You can't. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's always going to be a need for those other boxing promoters that they just gotta find a lane, get in there. Because Turkey, I don't feel like he's not scouting people. He's not going to these recreation centers and figuring out who the best in the city and all that. He ain't doing that. He just want to see who got the name and bring them to the big leagues where they can have this international clash, and it's gonna make them a lot of money. That's it. So it's always gonna be a need.
Yeah. So American boxing is turning into like the C and D car lot places. You go in and they say, we're gonna put you in this jalopy, pay $800 a month, and then build your credit up.
It's pretty much turning to intramurals.
Yeah.
Yep. And I think it's interesting you said that too, because I was just about to say, I want to see how you go promote fighters, because he throwing his money around. So I want to know how you go promote certain fighters, and is that even his goal? So it's gonna be interesting to see, or is he gonna hire people to do it because he got the money? Yeah, so that's gonna be interesting to see how this goes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, somebody else too.
Has he had a fighter that he had to promote yet?
Nah, he did a great job with the Crawford fight. That promotion was fire. Y'all seen it like
oh, you're talking about the promo videos? Those promo videos be fire, but it's like
So he just cutting the check. He just hiring Hype Williams.
And Terrence Crawford said when he did that promo video, he said that was like a 10-hour shoot.
Yeah, that promotion video was fire.
All his stuff been fire, man.
Nah, it was fire.
Fire.
That was high grade. That was high grade for sure. I'm like, is this a movie?
Man.
Yeah, right.
So the thing I'm worried about too, like I was saying, I'm worried about the amateur fighters, because like you used to have it to where, all right, I'm an amateur fighter. You know, say like I went to the Olympics, right? I got choices I want to do. Do I want to go to top rank, where top rank gives me a flat fee and I fight these fighters and work my way up? If it's like if Turkey make a whole league, it's kind of like is nowhere to go, because even Don King has moved his fighters over to RIyadh season. So if Don King, if anybody, if Don King moves, what?
But I still think they're gonna have to come over here, because this is over there is popular. Boxing is popular, but over here is where all the history is made for real. So I still think people are gonna have to come over here and fight at the MGM or the Dallas Jerry World.
They're gonna have to.
They're gonna have to. I think we gonna have like one or two core fighters that you know, American fighters that we hold on to, and they're gonna have to come see them. They're gonna have to come over here and see them.
Yeah, or they're gonna have such a big name where they have to be at home or in the US.
Yeah.
Yep. But yeah, we got one more. We have one more conversation, but before we do that, we're gonna go to a commercial break and we'll be right back.
Summer's almost here. You still haven't did that spring cleaning? No need to worry. Golden Touch Premium Service and Sanitation will take care of everything from cars, homes, even buildings. And check this out. All products are eco-friendly. So go ahead and go on the website and book an appointment. Or if you have further concerns and questions, go ahead and send an email. Clean is just Golden Touch away.
I like shiny things. You like shiny things. Got us in trouble.
The secret is out.
Shiny things, so it would change our
Everyone is using Potty products. Potty products toilet paper is 2-ply and has 450 sheets per roll. And it won't clog your toilet because it's septic safe. You can get same day, next day delivery or shipping when you log on and place an order at potty-products.com. Spend $48 and get free shipping, or subscribe on the site and get free monthly shipping. Remember to use Potty products.
And we back, you know. That Erykah Badu, you know, it just sets the mood, right? So I can give y'all the good news, man. Y'all know I always give y'all the good news, man. So let's start it off, man. The variety music show with Resilient J. We got Resilient J here with Resilient J every Friday from 4 p.m. to 7 p.m. with you about at 300K, aren't you, right now?
Yes, sir. Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
300K people listening.
Global.
This is a music melting pot. So pop anything, any type of genre of music that you're into, you will guarantee hear it. All genres of music. It is the bounce back station. Also, former MMA and UFC fighter Clifford Big Cat starts, and his fighter's formula is during the show as well. So you can download the app. You can go to www.resilientradio.net. Also, go to the social medias and add Resilient Radio on Facebook, Instagram, X formerly known as Twitter. And just stay tuned. You'll see the words of the day pop up on the social media pages as well. Also, don't forget to check out children's author and honorary doctorate recipient Ty Allen Jackson and his words of the day throughout the day. You can also check that out as well on all the social media platforms, app, and also the website. Also, man, yesterday we had another great show with Toxic R&B with Lucy L. Vaughn, man. She is on fire, man. Like on fire. Like, you know, when it comes to like presence on the mic, talking, she has everything. She keeps you engaged and everything. Make sure y'all check her out on Tuesdays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Please make sure y'all check that out. Toxic R&B. It's so funny because you got some of the most old school songs, new school songs. It's all toxic when you listen to it. You be like, man.
and that call-in line, those people that be calling in with those relationship problems is wild.
Oh yeah. There is a call in too. There is a call in. Let me tell me if I'm right, Jay. It's 313-443-0800-03.
Oh man, you so close. 433-0800. 433-0800.
433-0800.
Call.
Yep. So if you tuning in to Toxic R&B, you know, when the call lines come up, go ahead and give a call. You can shoot a text.
Any of the shows.
Yeah, any of the shows.
And then you guys let me know too. I can get Clifford Big Cat Starks on here for you guys too. Next season coming up, if you want to. He just was entered into the MMA Hall of Fame as well too. So,
nice. Congrats.
He'll be cool. I don't want to say what he's famous for, but he had a little slip up at a weigh-in a little while ago. You know, with his package. Oh, you know what I mean? He was at the weigh-in. You know, and it's Herman. It's Herman got him.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
I'll let him tell you about that.
Yeah. Toxic RBO Tuesday, 7 p.m., 9 p.m. Also, don't forget the new Quiet Storm show. that's also hosted by yours truly. Brazilian.
No.
Oh,
No, that's
yeah, don't put that on me.
that's not about me. But
Make sure
people
y'all-
love it, man. Yeah, Monday through Thursday, 10 p.m. to 1 a.m. Man, all your slow R&B and slow music. So if you get off work like G did today, if you want to chill after you've watched the Boxing Head podcast at 10 o'clock, man, just turn on the radio. You good to go. Turn us up.
Tune in. Yep. Relax. Get you a glass of wine and sit back. And also,
mine's empty too.
Also, this is one of my favorite shows as well. The 90s show with DJ Prasmatic, Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Make sure y'all check that out. She's a wizard. Man, she's a wizard when it comes to this 90s music. Like it's some old school stuff. Like remember when you had Pandora app and like you'd be like, damn, I never heard this track before.
Yeah.
Man, she's on fire. Make sure
female
y'all
Shazam.
Yep.
She's a female Shazam, man.
For sure.
2-3 notes. Babyface. Dang, how you know that?
Yep, and make sure y'all check her out. That Saturday from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Also, she has social media. Last episode I said is DJ Prasmatic all split together, but it is D and then Jay Prasmatic. She has on Facebook, Instagram. Y'all make sure y'all add her because she puts polls like what song would you like to hear, and you can pick from the poll and you select. So make sure you do that, and then make sure you also tune in as well because you can also call in from that number as well. So y'all make sure y'all check that out on Saturday. And then we have Tony Carter's Detroit Girl Transform podcast that's coming up real soon. So make sure y'all stay tuned, and just make sure you just stay tuned to the Resilient radio stream, just everything. It shows, as you can see,
it's more coming. In a minute, you won't be able to talk about them. It'll take up your whole podcast.
Yeah, I'm out to do video.
In a minute, we get close. Two, 3 more shows coming on. So how it goes.
So make sure y'all check all those out. And also, Lucy Elbon, she's also our artist as well. She goes by Lucy Luya. Y'all make sure y'all check it out. I believe, and Lucy might jump on my head if I get this wrong, but I'm still is LucyLuja, like hallelujah, but it's Lucy Luya. Y'all make sure y'all check her out. Yeah, make sure y'all check her out. Hey, fellas, so this next topic is gonna be fun because each of us is gonna pick somebody this year that we think is a duck. So, of course, when we talk about ducks, we like to call this DuckTales. So, as you was really enthused at the commercial break, so I'm gonna let you go ahead and start. Who you think is your duck?
You know who I'm going with.
Who, Mike? You say I can go?
Oh, go ahead. You go.
You go, Jay.
Oh, that's all. You know I'm a Teofimo hater. You know he the duck master.
Who he ducking? Who he ducking?
T-Trash. Tio don't want to fight nobody. Him and his pops, man. All talk, man.
Yeah.
Talking, and then they come with these astronomical prices to make sure that it don't happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Tio for me.
Yeah.
Quack. So that's a quack for Tio.
Tio quack.
He all talk. Y'all know me, Lomachenko, man. Loma.
Oh yeah.
Big ducky, man. He was doing all that woofing, talking about he wanted to fight Tank, and then when Tank sent him the contract, now he talk about retirement and he want to be with his family. He don't know if he want to fight. So yeah, Loma.
He did have a family vacation. Real quick.
He said, yeah.
But I will say though, because I remember when I first kind of started keeping an eye on the alleged 3 kings of boxing. Yeah. When Tio was at the top, he ducked everybody. He didn't want to fight everybody when he was at the top. Then when he lost, he kind of picked and choose, who he want to do. He's not trying to fight no Tio now. Tio been ducking. Now Loma ducked once, from what I know of. Tio been ducking for about 6-7 years. Tio ducking.
We brought this up before.
Tio been ducking for a minute.
You're right, because when
it was the 3 kings and all of them wanted to get at him, and he had the belt. He was like, "Nah, I ain't."
Yeah, he was ducking Devin.
He had all these.
He was ducking Devin.
He had all these provisions and hula hoops and stuff. Move around, man.
Yeah.
Hoorah, T.O.
What about you, G?
I'm going with Shakur.
I agree.
Somebody
Yeah,
said,
that's
somebody said it.
I
yeah.
can't get this man to step to the plate and swing the bat for nothing. I kind of want to just give him the benefit of the doubt and blame it on his promoter, but it's just bad. And the thing is, what makes a duck really bad is when you go on this internet and you start talking all this stuff, and it's like, okay, he ain't got to fight. Get at him now.
Yep.
And it just don't work. I mean, there's plenty of them. I'm gonna be on Canelo head until he fight Benavidez. That's another duck.
Yeah.
That's a big duck and a small duck behind him.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know, they just ducking together. So I don't know, man.
Mhm.
This can go on and on.
You can get Shakur to fight for 80% on the B side.
Oh, man. You know
Hey.
what? Dang, G, I got the same one. See, so with Canelo, I think Canelo is an actual duck. Like, he got feathers. He didn't grow a beak, because there's no reason why David Benavidez is your mandatory for 3 years. And you try to fight everybody else but him. Like, anybody that calls him out, he fights them. Like Berlinga. Anybody that calls him out, he fights them. That's not David Benavidez. Now, with Shakur, I have a special case with Shakur that I've been peeping out. So, y'all remember when Tank had that fight with Frank, and Shakur had this video with his shirt off, sitting on the chair, like, yeah, Tank, I want that smoke. And then as soon as Tank, like he was saying, Tez, that Frank Martin fight scared a lot of fighters, because after that fight, he was quiet. And then next thing you know, we like, all right, bet. Remember when we had the Terrence Crawford fight and Turkey was like, yeah, Shakur agreed to fight Williams Zepeda. So I was like, because remember when Shakur had that fight with Artem, that was his last fight with Top Ranking. He was a free agent. He had the chance to go, if you want to fight Tank, you had the chance to be like, hey, PBC, look, I'm not trying to sign the one-on-one fight deal. I want to fight Tank. But no, he went over there with Eddie, and now he was about to fight Joe Cordina, and then he got his hand hurt. But peep this out too. I realized every fighter in his division is your brother. Oh, me and Keyshawn can't fight because that's my brother. Oh, Abdullah Mason is my brother. Like, if y'all ain't come out the same womb, that ain't your brother. It's free smoke. And like, even with the Charlo brothers was like, yeah, me and my brother would fight each other, but our mama told us to make a promise to never fight each other. He said, and Charlo was like, that's the only reason why. Jamal was like, that's the only reason why me and my brother ain't fought, because we promised our mom. But bro, y'all don't have the same parents. Quit calling everybody in your division your brother.
Yeah. You heard what Errol Spence told Jamel. He said, what? I'll beat Jamel up.
Yeah.
He wanted smoke. He wanted smoke. But I got one more I need to get off my chest.
Go ahead.
That Virgil Ortiz, he was mandatory for Crawford for like 3 years.
Oh,
just sitting there. Y'all remember that?
Yeah, I remember that.
And Crawford was like, I mean, all he got to do is just activate the mandatory. I'll take it. You just sitting there for 2-3 years and he said nothing.
Nothing.
That was Oscar. That was Oscar, man, because Oscar, he mad he threw Canelo to the floor and Canelo got exposed. But well, back to that Shakur thing about Davis and Abdullah Mason. Floyd fought Zab Judah, man. They was like brothers.
Yeah.
They was like brothers. And they put them against each other and they fought. They went to the 96 Olympics together. They was real tight and they ended up fighting. And it was, you know, Shakur, his cop outs, man. He copping out. He see them young boys talented. And he probably already was sparring with Keyshawn. And he probably know, like, yeah, Keyshawn the real deal. He's not trying to see him, so.
Yeah, he had sparred with Abdullah too, but you know, Abdullah, he's so humble and laid back. He like, I'm cool with all of them, but I still fight them. He was like, that don't change nothing. He's like, I'll fight anybody at 135. He was like, he just hit me up. Just hit me up. I'll fight.
Stop doing that, man. They need to fight because they robbing the fans.
Yeah,
they robbing the fans.
Rob. That's what it's been feeling like lately. Pure robbery.
Hey, I'm gonna throw a wrench at y'all. So I did this purposely. I have a fifth a fifth category that I didn't put on here, but it's one that it's been really on my mind because you know that right now, man, this is like a new era of boxing is starting to begin, where the fighters we used to love, we have to realize like it's almost that time. So this question is going to be for the generation that we're used to, and let's just say the generation, let's say after Floyd retired.
Mhm.
Who do you think was the face of this era that's passing right now?
The face of boxing right now.
Not right now, but in our era. Who was like the face of boxing back when we was watching it? Back when you had like AB, Spence, Crawford, you had, you know, all those fighters, you know, that was still in their 20s.
Oh, you said right after Floyd. Right after Floyd.
Yeah, right after
okay.
Floyd. Yeah. So who do you think ran the era that's passing us now?
For a time, it was
When the Earl?
And if you need a minute, I can do mine. I can tell y'all who I think. So Resilient Jake just said it. Errol, I think Errol Spence. I think Errol was the face because we gotta look at it like this. You know, Floyd was gone. Canelo was who he was, you know. Canelo was there. Of course, Canelo's always been there. But like when you talk about somebody who came from the bottom and like to the top to like a pay-per-view star, like, you know, Canelo fought Floyd, and that's how he got his reign. That's how he got his face shown when he fought Floyd. But with Errol Spence, he literally started from the bottom and rose his way up. And like everybody wants to see a Spence fight. Like people don't understand the reason why Errol Spence and Terrence Crawford was such a big fight. The reason why they saying Crawford is the Crawford era is because of Errol Spence, because the greatness of Errol Spence. Like he done had great fights. Like, you know, one of my favorite fights from our era was when he fought Sean Porter. Like that's one of my favorite fights, and that's how Spence got his fan base, from fighting good fights. He wasn't on social media talking. He didn't call out Floyd. He didn't fight some top fighter to get his reign up. He got it off of getting in the ring and just like building himself up. So that's who I think.
I think Floyd kind of endorsed him too. But
oh yeah, he beat him up. Yeah,
it's sparring. Yeah, I say for a minute, for a time being, it was really at 47. It was Keith Thurman because he was running through the division. Then it was before Keith really kind of took his reign. It was Danny Garcia because Danny Garcia built himself at 140, and he moved up to 47. And he started doing work. I personally love Sean Porter because he fight everybody. So, but it was really Keith Thurman and Danny Garcia. But Keith Thurman kind of took over. Then he got hurt. Then it was Earl.
And I just want to point out that whoever knows Earl Spence out there, could you please make sure that he get on this podcast, because CJ is biased, okay? And he wants that's his boxing. Earl,
that's my guy, man.
That's his guy. That's his guy. But when he lost, we both almost threw up. So I got I feel you.
G was. Hey, you know what, Jay? All of us was the same way. We were
stomach hurt. It's almost like that feeling now. Since after the election, your heart heavy still. When Earl lost, heart was heavy still.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you. But yeah, man. It was, who
I would have to say it was just that same four-headed monster. I can't necessarily put it on one person because they all contributed so much. Actually, I got Crawford excluded, which is weird because you would think that, he came in the end and he kind of took the victory, but that's what boxing is. Somebody's going to come and take over. That's just the nature of the game. But as far as I could think back, that had me just stuck to boxing, Danny Garcia, Sean Porter, Keith Thurman, and then Errol Spence came and grabbed that torch. So I would say like those 3 or 4 guys just had me like, man, I don't care which one of them fighting. Even to this day, we were just talking about Danny. We want to see him in the ring. You know, I mean, not necessarily right no more, but
Yeah.
You get what I mean? Like his last couple fights, like I was happy. I was just trying to see, like, man, what he could do. It's not what he could do. I knew he wouldn't be like at those realms anymore, but I just was a fan again. Like, man, I wanted to see him in the ring, and I will never lose that feeling for none of those guys, you know. So they just had boxing in the chokehold, and that just built 147 out, you know, out to be what it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jay, I know you mentioned Spence. Is that your guy for the?
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah.
That's who I think it was for sure.
Yeah.
Let me say one more thing.
Go ahead.
I know y'all like Canelo, but y'all gotta get that man his flowers, man.
Oh yeah.
He was dominating boxing.
Oh yeah.
Being Triple G when Triple G was a monster at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we gotta give him his flowers. We can't do Canelo like that.
No, yeah, I agree. He done fought Cotto.
Yeah.
He done fought like who's that Kirkland guy? I forgot his first name, but remember Kirkland when
Kirkland,
everybody thought he was hot and like
put him to sleep
and like that was it. He disappeared. Yeah, Canelo has some fights. Like he knocked out Amir Khan, even though Amir Khan, I don't know why he went up with his chin. So his chin is made out of like Play-Doh, man. Like I don't know why he moved up to fight Canelo, but yeah, we gotta give Canelo his props there. I always say like I got mixed feelings because like at the same time he has nothing to prove, but I feel like when you have belts and you have fighters in your division, like you have to like fight the guy who's the number one. Like you can't like hold on to the belts and then you go fight somebody who's been fighting C-level fighters, and you know it's like let go of the belts. Like if you care that much about the belts, or if you care that well, Canelo don't care what people think. Well, we can tell by that he don't care what people think, but
he's never gonna fight. He not gonna fight.
Yeah. Anybody that's listening, is no slight to Crawford. Look, Crawford is, I would say, he's solidified. It's hard to say that, man. I'm sorry. It's hard to say it, man, because
it wasn't nobody at 140 when he was fighting.
Yeah, it's like, okay, his accolades, right? You look at his accolades and you say, yeah, but tell yourself this: when Crawford retires, or just think about any fighter in his era, when they retire, do they have enough fights to put on ESPN Classics? Crawford doesn't, man. Like he got some fights where he get knockouts, but it's not one of them fights where you like.
Yeah, nobody know he was fighting. Like, yeah, it wasn't no name. Yeah.
Probably the only.
You got a lot of no-name fighters.
Yeah.
That record padded. I'm not saying
that Gamboa fight was fire.
Yeah, I'm not saying it wouldn't have made a difference who it was because Crawford still.
Yeah.
Crawford still that deal.
He nice.
He liked that for sure.
Yeah, he liked that for sure. Yeah.
You ain't like the Gamboa fight? That Gamboa fight was fire.
It was fire because Gamboa was I think he was endorsed by 50 Cent then.
Man, Gamboa was
and then when he got knocked out, 50 Cent was like, I ain't messing with you no more, bro.
Gamboa was the man back then.
Yeah.
Gamboa hurt Crawford.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah,
he did, man. So
Earl Spence reminded us.
I still want to see the rematch. I'm gonna keep saying that.
So Ted said he wants to see the Crawford and Spence rematch
at 54.
I don't Shadow Round. I don't want to see it, man. Shadow Round. I'm like, I can't do it no more. I don't have it in me.
He looking in good shape.
In me.
I want to see it.
I ain't got it in me no more, man. I can't do two terms. I'm struggling with 2 terms of Trump. Don't give me 2.
There need to be something else in this bottle, man.
That's a whole nother pie, man.
Yeah.
We gonna be talking about that for 2 days.
We gotta hold on. We have somebody who made a comment. It was this Bit J baby. He says, but EJ's resume is similar to Bud's. So I would have to disagree with you on that. Spence has fought, and regardless of what y'all say, like not us here, but people out there, Mikey Garcia chose that route to go up there and fight him. Mikey Garcia was his accolades. He was already Hall of Fame bound already before he went up there. He fought him. He fought Danny. He fought Porter. Thurman ducked him. So you name me 3 people. Well, if you're still listening, give me 3 people that's on Buzz resume that's on the level of Danny, Porter, and even Kell Brook, back when Kell Brook was undefeated at 147, because Kell Brook took the belt.
I was waiting.
Kell Brook took the belt from Sean Porter when Sean Porter was like prime Sean Porter. Like when Sean Porter didn't he like beat AB and then he fought Kell Brook? Yeah. So you gotta.
No, he that was after.
That was after
he lost to Kell Brook.
Yeah. So if this person is still on here, you gotta give me 3 people on the resume that's on the level or better, because of course Bud did fight Sean Porter, but that was,
and he beat up Lamont Peterson too. He beat Lamont Peterson.
Took him to school.
Yeah.
Kell Brook, Lamont Peterson, Garcia, Porter, Danny, and he fought Ugas.
Yep.
Oh, we forgot about Ugas.
And you know what people don't know? What people don't know, that Lamont Peterson fight happened. Lamont Peterson was actually the mandatory for the WBC. He was supposed to fight Keith Thurman, but I think Keith Thurman had got hurt. And then Lamont was like, I'll get Spencer shot.
And back to Shakur. Him and Lamont Peterson was like this. They was boys. They didn't want to fight each other. But you know, things is on the line and the fans want to see the fight. You got to fight, man.
Yeah.
And he fought Chris Algieri. And Chris Algieri back then, he was like that.
Yeah.
Chris Algieri was nice.
Yep.
I think he only had like 1 loss at the time, maybe.
Yep.
So Mr. Big Play Bray isn't putting those 3 fighters in there. So I guess.
I guess we
where
can.
He's going, because we don't know the other one, so we know what you're gonna say, and we don't know the other people. So
I guess we can put that to rest, right?
Go around.
Yep. So I guess man, we at our time, man. So I'm gonna go around the circle. You know, this is the last episode. Y'all stay tuned for season 3. You know, we coming back with a season 3, and it's gonna be just as fire. We're gonna have some interviews. You know, me and G gonna change it up a bit. So I'm gonna just go around the table, man. Anybody want to reflect on anything, or just for the season? Because I appreciate Jay and Tez is like real. They tune in. So I'm gonna go to you, Tez. You got anything you want to wrap up on? Or?
Oh man, I just want to say appreciate y'all for having me, man. For the episodes y'all had me. This is a fire pod, man. I pray that y'all grow, keep growing, and keep progressing, man.
Appreciate it, man. You're about to be a co-host, man.
Hey,
keep
man,
it up.
Yeah, thanks.
I'll be honored, man.
All right.
Yeah, it'll be plenty of days. I'll be like, hey man, call Tez, man.
Hey Jay, before you do your wrap up, man, I want to give you your flowers, man. Big shout out to you, man, starting the Resilient Radio stream with the shows and just starting it from the ground up, man. And just giving us, for anybody out there who want a podcast, like the most important thing is, you want to make sure your podcast is like original and you keep it you. And Jay let us do our thing. It's not like don't talk about how whack how whack this fighter is. It's like straight, it's free form and straight free.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's not. I know you on the clock, so it's nothing like the freedom of speech, and I think you guys have been doing a great job. I love it. I'm a fan. I can't wait to help push it. I can't wait for season 3. So hey, let's get it going. Great job. Kudos to you all.
Cool. What about you, G?
I just want to say, Keyshawn told Javante he was soft. He said he's going to show the world why he's the best at 135. Conor Benn has been cleared of any wrongdoing by the National Anti-Doping Agency panel. I think that's trash. He said he's ready for Eubank Jr. or Javante or Haney. I think that's crazy to say. And last but not least, Usyk and Tyson Fury tickets have been put on sale. So I think we all want to go see that. Check that out. Thanks for supporting every day, man. We put a lot of work into this. And man, thank y'all for being here. I can't wait till the next season. We got a lot of better interviews coming for y'all. Y'all gonna love. And yeah, that's all I really got to say.
Yep, man. To wrap it up. Yeah, we appreciate season 2. You know, we appreciate everybody tuning in, the support. You know, even if you don't comment or if you just like, you know, share it, and we appreciate all the love. Yeah, Keyshawn has a fight this Friday. Jaron Ennis has a fight this Saturday. So, you know, of course, when we bounce back to season 3, we know we gonna probably touch up on it a little bit. But, you know, thanks to everybody for your support, and to Mr. BitJ. He said he'll do his homework and have it on his list, and he'll tune in to season 3 for sure, man. Tune in to season 3. We appreciate you for joining in. You know, commenting. Yeah, for sure. Come back to us, and like I always say, keep it bossing. And you know for sure we keep it in the square circle, and we out.
If you taking jabs in life, you ain't got a puncher's chance. Watch me lay these hands like a preacher gained a bunch of fans. Ain't about who the favorite, who the best. They a